Hi, my name is Joy Nalda, and here are the questions that I am going to answer. Number 1. Tell us about your teaching philosophy. Each students bring their own particular brand of genius. This quote represents my teaching philosophy in life. I believe that children are unique and everyone learns in their own way. Everyone in the classroom contributes as a student, teacher, and thinker. Every classroom has its own unique community. My role as a teacher is to assist each child in developing their own potential and learning styles. I believe that there are 5 essential elements that are conducive to learning. Number 1, teacher's role is act as a guide. Number 2, students must have access to hands-on activities. 3, students should be able to have their choice and let their curiosity direct their learning. 4. Students need the opportunity to practice skills in real-life environment. And lastly, because we're in the 21st century, technology must be incorporated in teaching. This kind of things may help the students to have a better version of themselves in the future. Number 2. What are the key components of a good lesson plan? Having a good lesson plans are vital for positive student learning outcomes. So these are the components of a good lesson plan that would fit in the student-centered learning. First and most important is to have an objectives and goals. The lesson's objectives must be clearly communicated to the students orally at the very beginning of the lesson so that the students will have a mindset or goals on what are they going to do. In addition, the objective should be SMART or specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bounded. Second is to have a good instructional materials. This is to improve students' knowledge, abilities, skills, and the assimilation of information. In making an instructional materials, make sure that it is connected with your objectives and you tap the different learning styles of the students. Third, engage the students. Teacher works is to gain an understanding of the students' prior knowledge and identify any knowledgeable gaps. It is important to foster an interest in the upcoming concepts so students will be ready to learn. Fourth, exploration. This is the time that you are teaching them to explore the new concept through concrete learning experiences. This allows the students to learn in hands-on way. Fifth, lesson plan provides us and the students with a clear sense of direction in the classroom. We should remember that proper planning prevents poor performance. Number 3, tell us about an experience you had where you made difference in a student's life. The experience that I made a difference in a student's life and my life as a teacher is when I met my first student, an 8-year-old boy with autism spectrum disorder. The child had no speech, he kept on biting, hand flapping, and had no sense of socialization. In that time, I was so anxious, and I don't know what to do because during my practice teaching, I used to teach the older ones. I tried various strategies and able for him to lessen his behavior, but the child did not show any progress. That time, I was so frustrated on how this child will eliminate or decrease his behavioral concern. Then, I assess and reflect myself. A question came out of my mind that what if I join in the world of that little boy? I said to myself. Then the next day, when the boy was playing with the blocks, I looked at him and I got the blocks and I played beside him. After a while, he looked at me and said, "Play blocks?" He held my hand and we start playing. At that point, he recognized me and I was very happy and glad that after several months of teaching him, I got his attention and recognized me as his teacher. After that, it became smoothly. His behavioral concern decreased and he slowly socialized with his classmates. This child made me a better teacher. I know that it is hard to be a special educator, but if you put your heart and join into their world, all of your worriness will become calm and you will be an effective and efficient teacher. Thank you very much for listening. This is Joy Nalda.